Hello and welcome back to the Necromancer's Tale. We have our army. We officially have a whole ton of zombie soldiers of all sorts of types. We also have a couple of skeletons. Well, we have Bones and Skeletor. Skeletor's unconscious at the moment. We're going to try to see up at the dungeon, now that we have all these troops, I wanted to say, what happens if we go up to the dungeon? And is it possible for us to actually beat some of the fights up here? We got to be a little bit careful, because if anybody sees us leading all of these undead monsters around, we're going to get in a lot of trouble. But there's generally not people up here. So I'm kind of hoping for the best. I think if we just like stick to the outside, we'll be okay. I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to actually do much of the dungeon, but I figure it was worth trying. We got fairly far in here previously. I did want to raise Skeletor. I think very quickly I'm going to say I'll stay there. Bones, you follow me. Something up there. Some sort of fight. There is a graveyard like just over here, so I can raise Skeletor in here. Real quick like. Come on, Bones. Pick up the pace. Let me Skeletor. Pick up. Quick animation here. Add the extra words of power. Because I'm not even really sure why that's an option to say no to that. And then we'll clear away the sigil. Skeletor, follow me. Cave. Cave? Cave? Do we know about this cave? Oh, this is where the fish people were. And the grizzly bear. Oh! God damn it. I think I whiffed it. You know, I don't know if we can take the grizzly bears, but I would be curious. I might be dead. Okay. Activate Bones. I'm gonna move the Wraith in, I think, before Skeletor. But I can at least move Skeletor there, so he's blocking. I wonder if this is doable. Going fast as I can, ain't got no muscles. 25 damage on a poison blast. Okay. So magic is pretty good against grizzly bears. And I bet this Wraith is really good too. Well, no. Well. Oh, my bone boy. You got boned. Okay, why is Skeletor not using a weapon? One down? What's my hit chance there? 43. I'm okay with that. It's not great hit chance, but it's not bad. Skeletor lost his sword. Does seem to be the case. That's okay. We'll send in clearance. We actually have so much magic. I can't even use it all. But I guess if I have a lot of zombies, I could. Almost got him. Oh my god, we killed 2 bears. There's nothing even in here. Just a bunch of dead bears. Bones, sword. Skeletor, equipment. Skeletor, equipment. Yeah, Skeletor is missing literally all of his gear. Give him booty shorts. It's gotta have his booty shorts. Started to be annoying that those skeletons lose equipment every time they get animated. No, they don't normally, I didn't think. Or I guess the zombies don't? I'm not clear, because Bones still has Bones' sword, right? So if we raise him, it should be the same. Quick save. Are there still fish people down here? Purple mushrooms. I thought we had beaten this cave. But I guess I'm realizing we didn't. So I'm gonna let's pick up Bones. I want to do this cave before we do the dungeon, I think. Skeletor had the sword, and when you animated, he did not. Yeah. Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Man, I might as well just keep that torch on. Purple mushrooms. Can't remember what recipe called for that. All right. Once again, ready to reanimate the dead. Add the extra words of power. Do I just leave this here? Probably not. Bones. Yeah, you're right. He also lost all of his gear. That is kind of annoying. Well, he's up now. Okay. Let's go grab the zombies and bring them to this cave instead of the dungeon. Because the fish people are definitely easier to deal with than the vampires. And I bet you whatever's in either of these is going to be super good. All follow me. Excellent. More Necros. How's this Bones doing? Bones is doing well. He's staying alive for the most part. Or unalive, I guess, as it is. Those dead beers just scared the hell out of me. Okay, I see my skeletons. There's my zombies. Come on down, everybody. Did I get a haircut? I did, yes. Got cleaned up. Leave Annie in the house? No, it's fine. We can just reanimate her if she dies. You're gonna go here. You're going to... Summon Wraith costs 4. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Why can't you move further down? Uh-oh. Skeletor can move further down. We're running out of space here. Oh, that's 5. That's why I can't cast it. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm dead now. Probably. Yeah. Cool. That was dope. I really like that. I keep thinking it's the 3rd spell, so pressing 5 should probably cause it to work. And, no. Pressing 3 should cause it to work, but actually I need to press 5. So I'm going to tell all of them to move ahead. What are all these guys doing? Go on down. There we go. There we go. I feel much better about that. Now we summon Wraith. Now we can start jacking up dudes. I don't know why these guys can attack at 2 range. Oops. Zombie soldier. Skeletor. Nice, Skeletor. Skeletor hits like a truck, man. Already moved. Zombie soldier with a sword. Get on in there. Somebody come get her. Swing and a miss. Zombie Annie. Yeah, they seem like some of them have like extra range. And I am out of magic. Here's the real question, can my zombies just come back to life? I assume the answer is yes, but I genuinely don't actually know. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, man. It's a game changer right now. Skeletor? Other zombie. Good stuff. Zombie soldier with a spear. Big hits. None of these guys are going to be able to reach, so maybe I should just chuck some poison bolts. No, maybe I should accidentally click all my things because I did that thing that I did exactly last time that got me killed. Can I activate the Wraith? No. That's fine. He's got stuff to deal with. Wraith. Do. Churg. 5 poison blast. Poison blast. Poison blast. Poison blast. Okay, fine. Activate minion. Okay. Activate minion. Done. Good job, everybody. Lizard. 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 Yeah, you could just raise the zombies an infinite number of times. Whoa, there's a lot of ghosts following me around at this point, though. Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a zombie. I took a purple cave mushroom. I took another purple cave mushroom. Now, at one point, I remember reading what these purple cave mushrooms were for. In fact, I think it was in the book of herbalism that said I had to... No, shoot. All follow me. Purple cave mushroom. Great question. I guess we have everything else. Less chance, more ghosts. Oops. Just casually leaving zombies roaming the countryside. That won't draw any attention to me. Yeah, I think that the purple mushroom, there was something about like boiling it somehow to make something. And that's kind of what I remember. Honestly, I thought there was going to be more there than just that mushroom. So here, we fought a bunch of goblins in this dungeon. And then there was a troll down that way, and I think there were vampires this way. And I want to say that the troll is going to be the easier fight for us, considering our numbers. So let's save here. I love being able to move them into the combat zone ahead of me. A hammerling. Whatever the hell that is. Uh-oh. Skeletor is not with us. All right, I'm gonna be real. I think I just have to hit this guy with poison blasts. Homie, poison blast him, please. Poison blast, hammerling. Hammerling. Okay. And I guess I'll just move up all the zombie soldiers. Good old Annie. I was like, too many of these soldiers have swords. Not enough of them have spears. Spooky ghost. Okay, I don't love that he just ignored everything and started charging right towards me. Why can't you hit him with a poison blast? Oh, look, that's damage. More importantly, it's also stuns. Damn, dude, this guy's got a lot of HP. Double stun on him, though. And then, I don't know. Maybe I just can't hit him with that. Yes. And he face tanks the whole thing. Get in there, girlfriend. Action economy. This is how you win. You just like lock him up so he can't do anything else. You've got a sword. Yeah, I don't know why I can't cast Poison Blast on this guy. But he's dead in a second anyway. He misses Annie again twice. Yo, Annie, can you get the kill here? Almost. Yes, fully most. Zombies might be in the way. That's possible. Dude, I wish I could bring the Hammerling back to life. Okay, we have a path up here, and then we also have a path in through another, like, cave. Dude, he didn't even kill anybody. That was a huge win. That's dead end. Part of me feels like there's nothing real in this dungeon. A book. A journal describing the last days of a woman trapped in this balcony, unable to escape because of the hammerling in the room below. She was clearly insane by the time she wrote her final entries. No sign of the body. Notes in the margin. I spotted some margin notes claiming to describe the necromantic battle magic spell called Bloodlust. One who is sufficiently in tune with the realm of the dead may call out the correct words of power, invoking the demon Morai to leech the life force out of a nearby victim. Bloodlust acquired. A gun, a necklace, a fire root, and a leather hat. Okay. Also, like, let's get real. I'm gonna equip a gun. I don't think this sword is doing it for me right now. Ooh. It also goes here, but that's also a dead end. Inscription on the sarcophagus says the path itself, it's the first step forward. The answers reveal the secrets to the beyond. Seek and ye shall find. Those who lie here will guide your way to your eternal reward. There's a skeleton. I don't know what this room is, but I'm excited about it. Seclusion is the key to revelation. Only the worthy will pass to the beyond. Those who seek the shrouded path will find the answers they seek beyond the walls of this secluded chamber. You have 0 skill points to spend. Poetry has never been my strong suit. This seems like mindless drivel. Okay, what the cool thing is I can come back here at any point. So we should be able to come back here. And figure that out in another section. For Ramo, hello, hello. We'll put down this skeleton for right now. And then I guess let's go fight these vampires? Question mark? All followers move like here. Voodolak. 100% armor leather. All right, I'm gonna be real. I think that these guys are all equivalent to a hammerling. Bloodlust. Attempt to drain some of the life force of a mortal enemy and take it for yourself. All right, well, let's summon Clarence. 2 AP. Poison Blast only works on mortal targets. I guess let's just like create a wall of zombies. I like my skeletons, but they're way more complicated to raise. I think they actually literally do more damage as well, but... I don't know where Skeletor is. He's just stuck somewhere. I think so, yeah. Gotta get your minions to carry the bodies for you. Seems inefficient doing it yourself. I mean, we can. So funny. They're all just trying to get to me. All right. No, don't go that way, Ray. God damn it. Okay. Okay, they do seem weaker. God damn it. Got ahead of myself and shot him by accident. I mean, I probably was going to shoot him anyway, but... Can you get there? No. All right, Bones. I'm going to ask you to plug that hole in. Swing and a miss with him. I'm going to leave the other one where she is. Let's try casting this Bloodlust spell. Cannot do it. I guess reload then. Whew. Okay. Oh. Yikes. 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 I think we might be ahead of ourselves here a little bit still. What if I push this button? Combat tips. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sad. I'm like down to 3 zombies. Okay. Flat. Gonna need some more. We're gonna need some more. Skeletor's getting a bone job somewhere. Is that what they call it? It's possible that, like, I could take this if I lured them back into the tunnel, but I don't think it's very possible. Yeah. Right. So now we know. Necromancy, gun and a pirate hat. Is this the Vampire Coast? I mean, basically, we are like on the edge of Venice. Look, man, we still got a spell out of here. Zombie soldier with a sword. Yeah, I don't know where Skeletor is. Pick up that body, please, Bones. Wait, did we leave him in the graveyard by accident? Defeating them with the power of friendship and also this gun. Skeletor? Where are you, buddy? Hello? There's another zombie we left up here. There's the cave. Is he in the cave? Like, maybe he did fall in here? Ah, there's a bunch of guys in here. I'm literally missing 3 zombies and a skeleton. No wonder I lost against those vampires. I don't think it would have mattered. I think the big thing right now is I actually need to like buy armor and weapons. Like I can buy metal hats, and if my troops have armor on them, they're probably way more resilient. If they get too far away. Oh, I should probably well, you know what? We're going back home, so. Are we? I'm kind of inclined to leave all these zombies up in the dungeon right now. Kind of feels like the safest spot for them. Okay, Bones, can you drop that body? Skeleton. Pick up. Do we have any more renames in the queue for the skeleton? Wah, 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 wah. Skellington time. Equip. I guess I have an extra sword for you. And here is a hat. We should also get him. I should start carrying around the bone meal now as well. Someone's polishing Skeletor's bone really well. I don't think Skeletor is that kind of skeleton, young man. Okay. Like ultimately, I'm thinking like, is this my undead lair once I clear it out? All followers move here. All stay there. Now we just need to find a way the hell out of here. Okay. We're back on our adventure. We should take off this hat so that we're not in disguise anymore. And then other than that, we're doing good. I wish I could like raise all those bandits and stuff. The North Road is still open because it's only the evening. Bonedict or Jimothy, those are the ones. Those are the next ones. Let's head home. Something always happens when we come home. Plague of the Crypt, Chapter 12. See? Spellbook? Well, this is obviously Plague of the Crypt. Juliana?
Where is that damn cook?
Leave the house. Rebecca, a letter.
Soon and there's nothing to
Keep it
eat.
secret. Hastily written scrawl, unaddressed and unsigned. It told of a Venetian noble, Stefano de Gradi. Apparently, this man would soon be arriving to Marins along the North Road for a meeting with Gervais. The resistance was planning to ambush him and requested my assistance. They wished for me to meet in the morning on the road at the edge of the forest past the Miller farm. Invited me to a council meeting at the Resistance Safe House. This was to be held on the evening after the ambush, and I would be welcome to it whether or not I had helped with de Grady. It suited me to work with these mortals at least as long as their goals aligned with my own. All right. I'm getting worried about the resistance, so I want to make sure that two things. One, I want to clean up this animation ritual. Two, I want to close this cellar. And I guess part 3 is I want to grab all these bones from my bedroom and grind them up to make my bread. And by bread, I mean heal spells. Then we go like that, and we go like that. Doop, 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 doop. I guess we'll leave one bone. Now, I don't know how many of those I really need, so I'll put some away. These are effectively healing potions. All this lavender as well. I don't know what I need this for. Ah, yeah, and we'll figure out what those purple mushrooms are for while we're here. Did we use that scroll from the Arabic guy in the library? No, we don't know what it means. And I don't want to just give it to him, so... we have... the alchemy book? Don't we? Fairly certain we did. Maybe it's downstairs. Suited me to work with these mortals. What have I missed? Since when has Turg been other than mortal? Well, I guess it's just that we work with the undead so much that we have to make the exception. I thought we had practical alchemy in the house. Stanislav and marriage. What are you two doing on the streets?
Hello. Oh, how wonderful.
Zelik's child from the ball. We're busy here. You seem interested in these children. Blah, blah, blah. We're friends with your aunt. All right. Looks like they're going to try to maybe adopt a child. No children. Listen carefully, says Sybil. It's called The Cat and the Fox. There was a cat and a fox who met and became good friends. Am I interrupting? Yes, I am. The fox told the cat a great number of fantastic tricks that the fox could perform. I think this is about me. The cat said, I am but a cat, and nature has given me only one plan to keep me safe. Hey, there's a door here. I am content with having no such tricks. Is the witch the cat? That would obviously make sense. Soon the sound of many dogs with keen noses drew near. Starting to think he'll give us a spell or notes on Arabic if we give him the scroll. Maybe. I mean, I could quick save and see what happens. The fortune teller was like, the bad things are going to happen if you give him the scroll. Fox ran here and there, unable to find somewhere the dogs could not reach. Can I read this book at the same time? Because you're talking really slow. Wolfsplane. Shoot. The fox got torn to pieces by the dog. I probably should have paid better attention. Where did we learn about these mushrooms? All right, I'll quick save and give him the scroll just to see what happens.
Good day.
Nothing.
You will come again, yes?
I'm not doing that then. That's my scroll. Eventually, I'm going to learn how to read that scroll. At least that's my guess. Okay. So the morning is the ambush. It's got to be like one of these books then. The Conquest of Liches. Caged Creatures of Kavaza. Boo, boo, boo. The thing shuffled its bare feet against stone like a cornered rat working up the courage to strike. An abomination in the shape of the man, yet twisted, long jagged claws and teeth dripping with rotten juices. Hunched with pallid gray skin and cool, cruel, inhuman eyes. Interesting, interesting. Taihaku, thank you for the raid, my dude. How we doing? Rocking a little Warhammer. Love it. Absolutely love it. Who were you playing as? How did they go? Is this about ghouls? Yeah, ghouls, she called them. Okay. I was wondering if this was maybe about the big zombie vampire monsters. And ancient cultures of the Adriatic. This is about the stones of Murns. Man, I cannot remember where I learned about those mushrooms. Hey, ghosts, get out of here. Yuan Bo, nice. Wage war on your sister dragon to finish the campaign violently? Well, it is total war. It's gotta end a little bit violently. Got Zhao to betray her and join me in the war as well. Dope. That's a good fight. Welcome. We're playing a little Necromancer's Tale. We've recently just gathered up a large army of undead zombies, mostly. A couple of skeletons. And we're preparing for an ambush against some nobles in the morning right now. But that's with actually our human allies. What? Take a look at what? This letter on the bar. It looks like Garnet is moving on. Letter addressed to Garnet. Dearest Garnet, of course you said yes. How could I think otherwise? I'll send for you and your things soon. Take only what's important. I've got everything else at Canig. I spoke to my friends about your ideas, what he thinks is worth exploring. Look at you about to make a name for yourself. Love always, Suero du Lion. Garnet.
There you are.
Who is Suero de Leon? None of my business. I'd like to know who's taking you away from us. A military man from Spain who settled in Rolfstein after the war in the Northwest. We know a bit about how wars are won and lost. I can talk about these things with Suero. He's not afraid to say what he thinks, and I don't think the man knows how to lie. Nice to meet someone with a mind of his own. You intend to marry him? I've already said yes. You've read the letter. The man has such passion if I wanted to, which I don't. I don't know if he'd let me go without a fight. That's something I love about him. Here, I'm just a tavern keeper. To him, I'm everything. I thought you liked it here in Marnes. Marnes is changing. You can feel it, can't you? The people coming into my tavern are worse than they used to be. I don't want to leave this place behind, but Swearo is a way forward. It's time to move on. Seems to have a great deal of money. You're dumber than I thought if you think I'm only interested in him and as far as money. He brews and supplies ale and beer to the court in Cannig. Oh my god, a man who makes ale and is interested in my idea. More than I can say for the lot of you. He just wants your pumping system. Alright, well, I guess I'm ready for my shift at the tavern. I might as well do this now if we're doing an ambush in the morning. We can make a few bucks. And why don't we go see the fishwife? I think we have enough money to actually pay her back. So, Raptor Raid and Lurk got a lecture in 30. All right, my dude, enjoy. Good luck. Good luck with the learnings. She's going away. Can we buy the tavern for? I mean, that's one of the questions I do have. We don't have any money though.
There you are.
All right, well,
Hello.
letter says Garnet is leaving for a dashing military man from Spain. So this tavern's going to close. I suppose so. We can't have Garnet's Tavern without Garden. Trading all of this for a romantic escape, I'd close the place too. The thought of losing the tavern was a concern, as it was a steady source of income. With the house in disrepair, the expenses of having to care for my mother, and the funding of ambitions, losing my job could make progress more difficult. But perhaps I was nearly finished with this place regardless. What are you two gossiping about? Thought you'd pry into my personal letters, did you? About time, it's true. I'll be closing the tavern soon. My heart's in another place. I never thought I'd see the day. Running off with a fancy man. I love it, but it's just not like you. It's true, I don't care about nobility and family names. It's the man I've fallen for, not his station. I hate leaving this place. She's been good to me for years, but I can't ignore that I'm getting on. Tired of cleaning up your slop. I don't want to sell the place to a stranger, though. I could be convinced to continue on here and keep the place open. Could I? A bar would give me an unlimited amount of drunks to deal with. And drunks mean zombies. A fire ignited in Sophia's eyes and she slammed her hands on the bar. 3,000 crowns. I'll buy the tavern for 3,000 crowns. But it'll take me some time before I have it all. That's a lot of money. I've never been good at anything. I've done this and that, actress 1 year, painter the next. I've been thinking about this place closing and it's really gotten to me. What I love most are my days here with my friends. My father won't like it, but he won't say no either. He never does. Garnet closes her eyes and mumbles. After a bit, she sighs and opens her eyes. I'm tempted, but I don't need the coin. Not anymore. He's got plenty and I've got something in the works anyway. I want someone to take over and run this place like I've run it, and there's something else too, but we can discuss that after I decide who's more suitable. A trial, a competition to see which of us will run the better tavern. Give us some tasks, and whoever does the best gets the tavern. All right, we're not doing anything else today. Put you through the drills. If you do well, I'll think about putting the place in your hands. I've got 3 problems I need dealing with. Bence, he's been making a lot of noise, and the barflies are getting scared off. He needs to be cut off and kicked out. Number 2, foreign guests upstairs have a special request I haven't been able to fulfill. You find out what they want and get it for them. Number 3, I haven't seen Tomaz in a few days. I'm getting worried. Check up on him. She's going to start looking for Tomaz and run out the door. Yeah. What do you want me to do with Bence? Cut him off and kick him out. Easy. All right, I'll be back soon. Diedrich, Halen, Irving. Where's Bence? Bence.
Hello.
I'm really strong. Who is Bence?
I am Bence, the cart driver.
Oh, yeah. This is the guy. Oh, wow. I was like, who is this guy? We saw him once before when we first got a job here, so. Get me another drink. Something's upset you. What is it? You better not laugh at me. It's Wolfgang the wheelwright. Back when my cart broke, he fixed the wheels. That's his job. We got to talking friendly like, and it starts raining, so we cover my cart, carry the broken wheel to his workshop. We talked the whole time. He's a fascinating man. So I kept going back to talk to him when I got free time, told him about my travels. He told me about his homeland. Before I knew it, I'm feeling something about this guy. Something I've never felt towards another person, let alone a man. Benz flushes. Whether it's because of his tail or his beer, I couldn't tell. The other day, I say something about his feelings, and what does he do? The bloody bugger kicks me out, tells me never to talk to him again, the dunderpate. It's possible he doesn't feel the same way. I'm not thick, I know that, but it's no reason we can't keep up a conversation. Rather be friendly than nothing at all. I can grow on him that way. Benz, that's not how it works, buddy. What can you tell me about Wolfgang? The man's a peach. He's from up north in Vienna, if you can believe it. The city's too rich and he was tired of the empire, so he moved south and ended up in Barnes. I remember that Wolfgang's workshop was between the cathedral and was on my map. I'll see what I can do. I'm just kind of hoping to just throw him out, to be honest. Garnet said you have a request. The drink slave. That word is not right. Not drink, but spice. We need zatar, a taste of home. All right, that's pretty easy. We know the spice guy. We're friends with him. The market's closed. Suddenly, that's not so easy. And the wheelwright is not home. Are you here? Fishwife's not here either. Well, I can't get anything done right now. Well, I don't think I'm going to win this bar. Standard gay man wants the straight man. It's a classic dilemma, right? What do we have? Dancers, Fen, Stein Empire, drunken couple, adventurers. Dude, I really cannot remember what that purple cave mushroom was for. Not for the life of me. Can't imagine the wheelwrights in the Slums Tavern, but... Ay. What about Tomas? Tomas hates me.
There you are.
Find him and bring him back. Tomas isn't a great person. He's a bit of a creep, but he's part of the atmosphere. He's been talking forever about an opportunity to get rich, which means trouble. I've seen him wandering around the market. Yeah, and the foreigners. All right. Like, am I meant to do all of these right now?
Hello.
I might just kick Bence out, to be honest. Why is the vegetable stand open, but nobody else is here? There he is. Tomas cowered in the shadow of the cathedral, watching people pass. When he saw me, he shrank away. As I approached the cathedral, it became difficult to look at. The very stones seemed to sing and cause a pain in my mind. I'm gonna do it. I've waited too long. What are you gonna do? I just need some coin, and then I've made up my mind. They said to go in and take it. I'll have to wait here and slip in. It's no problem. I'll be fine. You're gonna take something from the cathedral? What if I am? They can afford to give to those who have so little. I'm nothing, they said. A small piece of bone from inside a pretty box. Nobody would even miss it. The shin bone of St. Mark. Who told you to do this? They don't like to be talked about. There's a woman who will give you things if you please her. I need money, so she gave me the job. Okay, it's the fishwife, obviously. Or the fish guard. He could not do work like that. It's too dangerous for a farmhand. What do you need the coin for? I'm a poor man, a farmhand. I make enough for ale, but it'll never be good enough. This money would mean I might finally be important. He just wants to hit on Sophia. Garnet is worried about you. Will you come back? I'll be fine if I get through this. It'll be good. I'll be buying rounds for the whole place. Take my advice. By my reckoning, there were 3 ways to go about the tax of coaxing him back. 1, by understanding the situation, I could use the right words to get him to stop. That'd be difficult. 2, I could encourage him to continue his mission, but I'm not sure that would solve my problem. 3, I could break him. If Tomas thought it hopeless, he would surely turn back to drink. I'm ready to try. I'm going to try to break him. If you thought it hopeless, you'll get caught. You're merely a farmhand. Maybe I don't want to be a farmhand anymore. I don't know. This task is too great. How could such a pathetic and clumsy oaf think he could succeed? I know I'm not the best choice, but pathetic. Now about your reasons for attempting this. I know you want to impress Sophia, but there's no way she'd go for you. I know, deep down I know, she's been seeking Diedrich, hasn't she? I saw you go out together a while back, but this isn't about Sophia. I want people to notice me. The wretch paused and looked at his feet for a long moment, pondering. Then he looked at me again. I've thought about what you said. I'm never going to be anything more than a drunk, am I? No better than Xandros. At least I've got seasonal work. I should be happy with that. The ale will help. I don't see why someone like me would ever try to do anything more. They'll come for me one day, maybe kill me. Maybe I deserve it for wanting to do something with my life. I'll be at Garnet's. It's where I belong. Nice. And now, when we take over the bar, we have a lifetime drunk. Very strange to think your bones could have been stolen and sold as fake body parts in the past. Yeah, it's definitely a way to go. Man, my dude is reeling right now. Yeah, I guess I can't see the noble or the wheelwright. It's very weird. The whole town is like empty right now.
Ah, there you are.
Tomas is back.
Hello.
Ramon is here. For sure, you can just get like loaded drunk with Ramon. Man, I have like $200. You know what, man? I don't care about your friendship. I think you've had a bit too much to drink. Don't you tell me how much I've had. I know my limits. Your job's to supply beer, mine's to drink it. Bence didn't seem like he was going to leave easily. I had to employ other methods. I mean, he's a big lad.
I am Bence, the cart driver.
Time for you to leave. Tavern's not closed. You want me out, you have to throw me out. All right. I wrapped my arms around his chest, dragged him out of the booth. Get your hands off of me. What am I being arrested for? Eating a succulent Chinese meal? Pulling Bence along, I wrestled the stone door and tossed him outside. Get out and stay out. All right, that's 2.
Ah, there you are.
Cut him off and kick him out. I don't think that's gonna work. So I think I have to wait till the morning. Fortunately, I know my judo well. All right, I'm just gonna sleep until morning, I guess. God, I wish I could remember what those damn purple mushrooms were for. It's driving me crazy that I can't. So now I can talk to Ekram for Zatar. I don't have any. The people of Marnes do not seem to enjoy the spice quite as much, so I stopped importing it. If you have a month, I could get you some. Try the silk merchant.
Welcome, sir. I have fabrics from across the known world.
Do you have Zatar?
Linens from the Nile.
It's for the Ottoman
wool
soldiers.
from the highlands of Scotland, and of course
yeah.
silks
Personal
from the
use.
Orient. If there is anything I can help you with, please let me know.
I don't think you'll find anyone reputable who will sell some to you, and I do not wish to part with mine, but if you pay for my next shipment, I will give my supply to you now. How much? 15 crowns. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I've definitely paid more for less things.
Yes.
Wolfgang. Bence is out of sorts. As long as he stays away from me, he can do whatever he wants. Seemingly a self-assured man, Wolfgang's words faltered the moment he mentioned Bence. There was something eating at him. I can tell you do not actually want that. You're a smart man, but it isn't your problem. Leave it alone. I can't go through this again. Ah. You're from Vienna, correct? They're not so open-minded there. Did something happen with a man? These people pretend to be your friends, and then they all turn on you, all because you look at another man the way you aren't supposed to, and then he tells everyone. Your lover turned you in. It'll not happen this time. I'm happy here. Bence thinks I left Vienna because it was too crowded. I left because I had no choice. I do not want to leave Marnes. I like it here, and Bence is not like me. He's confused. I don't think he's confused. He said he hasn't felt this way about anyone, man, woman, anyone, and he feels this way about you. That's the same thing Gunter said. Then Gunter said I forced myself on him. He sacrificed me to save himself. People of Marnes are not so close-minded. It's not a crime here. People don't care. We have other problems, like me bringing everybody back from the dead. You think, well, it's a bit early for love, I think, but there's no harm in exploring. He can't claim he knows what's going on. He's told me, I know. You make sense. Him and I talk. I promise nothing more. Please tell him. All right, well, I guess I should have just waited half a day. The Marketplace Tavern is closed, but all the other problems are solvable. I better put on my tricorn hat so nobody knows it's secretly me. And I'll grab my sword and fight the horde. So we're ambushing a Venetian? A Venetian envoy.
Yes? What?
Just in time, our spies have signaled that the Grady's company has reached the summit of the hill of the North Road. They'll be descending very soon. We got more people waiting in the trees. Come, let us meet them. That is no small amount of Venetians. Oh! They've got guns. They've got guns that can one-tap me. Should I buy armor? Oh, I guess I need to stay in disguise, though. Let me just take a quick little peekaboo. We got some money right now, so I wouldn't mind checking the stores. The blacksmith is not here. Since Jacob wasn't currently here, I could steal some of these weapons. Okay, well, let's do that. Oh! I got a whole bunch of halberds. Those will be good for my zombos. That's one way to arm an army.
Welcome. Of course. The best prices you can find in all of Marnes.
So she's got a musket rifle. 8 AP to reload it. 30 crowns. I mean, I can absolutely afford that. So I'm going to absolutely do that. Now I too have a gun. Oh, not in the city. Not in the city. That was close. Unfortunately, I can't buy armor. Isn't it a bit overpriced? I mean, we're just kind of rich right now is the thing. So it's not really an issue. Why use a gun when we have magic? I can't use magic here. And also, we've discovered that magic doesn't work against the undead either.
Yes? What?
Rat. Damn. It's kind of maybe hoping that we could get someone killed who didn't have a name. The hell is our plan here, man? Like, Rebecca just went down from the docks. Jacob. That guy's the only guy with a gun. Oh, I also have a gun. That's nice. $12 AP to reload. I mean, that's 2 full turns. I wonder if Rebecca will actually be dead or if she'll come back to life. Or if she'll come back to life. $2 AP to shoot. I'm gonna move 1. Nice. These guys are both ranged, so I wanted to make sure that they had the room. It does take me a lot to reload, but killer. Look at this gangster with this crossbow. Holy smokes. Blat, blat. These crossbows are pretty good. This guy's getting turned up. Yeah, he's toast. Would say that we're almost broke again? No. I mean, once we pay off the fishwife, sure. But like, we're still a ways away from that. I'm still reloading. This is not going super well for these guys. Like, most of our people are dead. What's my hit chance? You know what? Let's just move a little closer with you. Let them come to us. Like we have the muskets and stuff right now, so that guy's almost dead, so I don't think I'm gonna waste a shot on him. Not with a musket rifle. 87 damage. Can I tap that guy on the hill? Killer. Reload needed. 97.95. Let us say blocked. Run! Run, resistance fighter. Dude's actually stunned. That's a clean shot. 71 damage. Miss! Bruh. Killer. We're gonna move, reload. You have a ton of movement points. Killer, critical hit. You're still reloading. I'm still reloading. This guy's gonna ignore the crossbow. I don't know what his decision-making process was there. Shoot, reload, shoot. Miss. All right, Klaus. I believe in you. Nailed it. Two shots in the back, maybe here. One shot in the back. What's my to hit? 84? Ah, so close. Jacob with the kill? Yes. And Rebecca got back up. Excellent. You want the most people you can afford to die for the army. As we approached the Venetian coach, the nobleman appeared from within.
No closer, peasant. I am already befouled by your stench and obvious peasantly qualities, and I rebuke any further trespass.
Oh, well, let's just kill this guy. Step closer.
Think not for a moment that I shall share with you why I, the brilliant Stefano de Gradi, have stopped to work with your twisted baron, nor what role he will play in my own grand machinations. Your mind is most certainly too small to contain it all. I shall say no more.
This guy's pretty cocky for someone whose entire entourage just got killed. So far, I haven't said anything. So I'm just going to remain silent.
You may have outwitted those in my employ, despite my attempts to warn them of your treachery, but you only bested brutes. not your betters.
I'm gonna give him the silent treatment. This is gonna be my plan.
Ah, yes, treachery! Treachery, I say! How else could such base creatures overcome men of Venezia? I am beset by hunger and thirst. You have the manners of a swine, and the look of a particularly unpleasant mule. Oh, how our Lord heaps burdens upon those who must lead the flock. No, no, I shall still my tongue and speak no more.
Rebecca stepped in close to whisper in my ear. Turg, I really want to punch him. I think if we give him a little rope, he'll do the rest of the work. Or just punch him myself. Yeah, I do kind of feel like I could just keep silent here, but I do also feel like I could speak little and be violent. I'm gonna punch him. My fist connected with the arrogant man's chin just as he was opening his mouth from some new barrage of insults. Not fair. De Grazy's eyes was filled with pride, laced with spite, and directed at me. Rebecca stared in and stepped in close. Listen up, you witless inbred bastard. Hurry up and tell us what Gervasi's planning, why you're helping him, and all of it. Or me and my friends here are gonna bash your chinless face so badly your own parents won't recognize you. Rebecca's sudden and violent interjection had finally succeeded in silencing him. He likely had information that could prove useful, and my charming American ally seemed to have the only one approach in mind. Do we want to trick him or intimidate him? I mean, we're such a brute. But also, like, convince. Tell lies and talk people into doing your bidding. So we're pretty good at trickery. Yeah, spend 0 points to trick him. Great. Now, Rebecca, we're presuming a great deal. After all, even if he told us the truth, could we even wrap our little heads around his grand plan? Precisely. At least one of you understands this place, you brutish woman. A simple peasant like you can scarcely hope to understand a complex web of power that rules the world around you. But even you might wonder why would I ever stoop to work with a filthy Ruthsinian, let alone with one of our 3 men responsible for our regrettable defeat in the War of 01. But that is precisely the point. Only a man with a mind suitable to rule could overcome pride and find such a use for a baseless villain as Gervais. Turned away when saw Carnegie, thought it was Space Marine Dreadnought? Oh, the carriage you thought was a Space Marine Dreadnought. That would definitely be a tone shift for this game. That's for sure. I never would have thought of that. Of course not. That's why you are, well, who you are, and I am one of the most elite of the greatest city in the world. I shall take pity upon you and explain. He clears his throat. Rebecca looked at me with a pained mixture of regret and thanks. You see, I have a rival most bitter from another of the great patrician families. I was conversing with him a few months past to glean weaknesses that might exploit my family's fortune. The man insisted on bloviating at considerable lengths about how he would have won a war with Rolstein and what a pathetic worm the current Baron is. For a man bound and held captive, it was almost impressive how Stefano managed to puff out his chest and put on an air of theatricality. This is what inspired me to seek your Baron out, though agents, of course, so my hands were clean. I was sure I had something to offer him, be it coin or soldier's blood, would that he would be willing to do the same for me. That's why I've marched into your rather rustic and backward stretch of God's earth. If I assist him with quashing a little dissent, then he would be indebted to me. I do not yet know any details, of course. He promised to share them on my arrival. I could see Rebecca's eyes glaze over while Jacob had already stopped listening. Now I hear you ask, what favor would I ask in return? Of course, one where he will be of great use to me. For you see, just as my soldiers give him a weapon he can deny control over, I could use his men to strike at my Venetian rival's interests while claiming perfect innocence. I have a few choice targets already identified, but regrettably must put on a mask of false humility and provide your Baron with service before he will do the same. It is most awful, I tell you, and had I known I should have found myself tied and soggy-bottomed such as this, I would have insisted the order be reversed. It occurred to me in the ample time I had to think while this fool blathered on that he was very likely being played himself. Gervais needed men now to secure his power and could afford to pay later if he succeeded. In fact, he could likely earn twice as much by telling Stefano's rival the truth after the work was done. Although with the revelation that the half-witted allied himself was such a particularly hated Wolfstein Baron. I had to wonder whether this Venetian rival had planned this all along. Mention Gervais, let Stefano think it was his idea, and sit back as either squandered men and died in the process. I most firmly hold your hand that is now full to bursting with wisdom, and suggest you take some time to allow yourself to digest it all. How else will you offer up your awe and respect properly and see how beneficial it would be to be my ally instead of my enemy? My head certainly aches. Let's go rest our minds a spell, eh? Everybody keeps using our names. Like, I agreed and stepped away confidently that we'd extracted all the information we could get, or at least as much as we could tolerate. Thank you for your assistance. She looked tense and turned away, having the look of someone about to ask me for help, though hesitant to. We're convening a meeting shortly. Svit was supposed to lead it, but he's hours overdue and the resistance needs a plan. I know you're new, but you should be there. If I must. Rebecca scowled. Though she looked about to argue with me, she exhaled slowly and kept quiet, turned back to our captive. What do we do with him? Bring him to the safe house, see if he can tell us any more. If he doesn't make contact with Gervais, we'll only be warning the Baron that he has enemies close. I'll stay behind and get these bodies hidden from the road. I don't think this guy does have any information for us, but... what are we going to let him go? Like, this is not going to attract attention? Yeah, I'm going to say let's capture him, mostly just because I want these bodies. They had to smuggle him into Murns. Left alone with the coach, I searched it for useful items. It contains weapons in the cargo trunk. Oh, I'm going to search carefully. Ooh, 150 crowns. I also just found another musket rifle. God damn. Well, it'd be a shame if somebody brought all these Venetian soldiers back to life. And also robbed them of all their money. Fortunately, I just don't have the skill points to be chanting. This guy can't use a musket, so let's give him a halberd. Take the money, raise the dead. Take the money, raise the dead. I'm kind of wondering if I should go to the safe house, because I feel like they're going to get attacked. Because this guy didn't show up, you know? Oh, yeah, buddy. That's a good army now. You get equipment from them when you awaken them? Yeah. Whatever they have, like, equipped stays equipped. So, like, they all have swords and halberds, basically. This crypt is certainly getting... This dungeon is certainly getting filled with my undead minions right now. It kind of feels like with this many, I might be able to kill those guys. Let's try. All follow me. Also, I can equip a bunch of these guys with halberds. Not you. I want this one with the spear. Because the spear is just like a worse halberd, right? 32 leather, 20. Yeah. So they'll do way more damage with that. I also have a gun now, which helps. I don't have armor, which sucks, because like if I could get them all helmets. That'd really be clutch. They can't use guns, no. Oh, there's an animate ritual here. Skeletor, bones. Dude, where is my other zombie? Skeleton. This guy needed bone addict. Not boner dict, just bone addict. We still have a couple skeletons on like the other side of town, but I'm not really honestly sure how to get them here. I guess if we went out at night, we could probably bring them from the slums. But it would be a challenge. I'm gonna go on this side. That's quite fun. It's a lot of guys. My wraith. Okay, so if I start activating you boys. Dang it. Shot my rifle. I don't even know what I shot it at. Oh, Skeletor is all messed up. Oh yeah, the halberds hit for huge damage. Or they have the potential to hit for huge damage. Oh yeah, this guy's a spear, you're right. Yeah, and they can hit for 3. Or they can hit like a range of 3. So it's much easier to hit these guys from a distance. You also have a spear still. And I am out of mana. Good job, Zombie Annie. You tanked him with the best of them. One down. Nice. Swords over there. Let's cast Death Focus. Guess that guy's weaker right now, so also just have a sword. Sword, sword, sword. Sword. Benedict. Sword. Yes. How are you gonna get through all my zombies? That's the real question. Now it's my turn again. No, you can't do anything. That guy's got a sword. That guy's got a sword, so they can't really do much. Failed? Was Benedict like too far away from me? I honestly didn't know that had a fail chance. Failed again. What's nice about this as well is that, like, I'm stacking stuns on them every time I hit them. So they're getting, like, that guy's stunned 4 times. I don't even think he gets a turn now. We also, I believe, get increased chance to hit. Dead? No, but 5 stuns. Sword, 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 spear, sword, sword. Killing blow. Honestly, end turn. End turn. Great, no problem. Come on, Benedict. Now's not the time to fail. We got boning to do. There's bones to be had, Benedict. I wanted that Wraith to go there, so maybe I'll just move that guy back. Sword, sword, halberd. Okay, I'm clearly seeing why the halberds are the best. Being able to attack at a range of 3 with a crowd of zombies. Actually, I should probably just shoot this guy. Boom. Boom. Oh, repair Skeletor. I placed the shroud over my head and felt the coarse scrape of death against my skin. Though the thin fabric, I could see the skeleton lumber towards me. I approached him with inspecting the places where the bones had cracked and broken. With an airy craning of the neck, it followed my movement, its empty eyes suggesting an envy of my living form. I worked carefully. With a pinch of my thumb and forefinger, I withdrew a small quantity of the pulverized bone meal and spread it into the gaps that had split the rough bones of my thrall. When the cavities had been filled, I stood back, allowing my companion to follow me once more. As I cast the incantation from my lungs, shadows began to undulate at the edges of my vision. Their motions grew more pronounced, and the darkness reached outwards, with tendrils that spread and reconverged, weaving into uncanny forms, apparitions of the dead. The specters were like shadow forms which had chased me down the strange tunnel in the waking dream that brought me to the hospital. But these new demons hardly seemed to notice my presence. They wriggled from the dark and like grubs unearthed by summer rain, and stretched towards the broken skeleton. Like water finding its way into the cracks of earth, the apparitions sank into the breaks and fissures of the bone, overflowing now and then. The bone began to tighten against their touch, and ghostly bridges of sinew grew and stitched themselves across the cracks between each bone. An almost musculature wrapped itself around the ashen form of my thrall and seeped into the bone, eventually leaving behind only the skeleton renewed and freshly calcified. Every indication of splintered bone had been erased. The canyons had been betrayed. A history of violence had been filled. The spirits around me calmed their gyrations and seeped back into the dark, the rule complete. Mana increased. I removed the shroud and looked at the skeleton. It stood pristine and glowed faintly as torchlight flickered over it. Sick. All right, everybody follow me. I have to bring some dead back to life. Got a couple bodies on the ground. Actually, let's just say everybody all move to over there, please. Awaken. Zombie soldier, zombie Annie. Okay. Move to there. Move to there. Awaken. Equip. Halberd. That is my last halberd, yeah? Yeah, it is. I have a lot of swords and stuff, though. Awaken. Hey, a ghost wolf. All right. Good job, everybody. What does stun do? I think it takes an action point. Yeah. That's the impression I've been getting from it. So this is where most of those zombies were. A glowing wand. A demonic wand? A wand of power I found in the demonic room of a dungeon. Mana boost when Warner held 10. Okay, well. Oh, sick. I don't need the torch. It also functions as a torch. Not just a torch, but a 6 zombie torch. And this is just sarcophagus. I think we have a few points that I can go do that other puzzle here now too. Though I guess this zombie wand is the real prize of the dungeon. Or this demon wand, I should say. Well, I mean, not least of all to mention just like all the other good layer I have here now. Can the zombies wield torches? That's a great question. No. Oh, I guess I could wield my hazel wand for another two. I could dual wield wands, but honestly, a gun is pretty good. I do like casting gun every now and then. All right, so this is the next part of this. Spend a point to see the deeper meaning in the inscription. This was no flowery epitaph. It seemed to be speaking literally. Closer at the plaque. Investigate level 5. God damn. So I need 3 points to do the next section of this? Looks like a large collection of my zombies are also stuck. 2 now? Oh man, let's uh-oh. Maybe if I leave. They're all currently stuck inside the earth. Second hallway at the bottom. It didn't lead to anything. Seems to have just been a dead end. Oh, this feels like I'm missing a lot of guys. Oh no, they're still coming out. This feels about right. All right, so I'm just gonna leave them all like right here. You got me questioning now, VM, and I'm gonna have to run back down and double check that. I think we've cleared out this dungeon. I think the wand, I mean, a plus 10 mana wand is crazy good. Shame I can't do anything with these monsters. Yeah, so there's this, which is just a dead end. A couple of sarcophagus. And then this, which is just kind of like a labyrinth. But also a dead end. The wand was right there. So unless we save up the skill points for that last puzzle, this is the dungeon complete. Which is great. I mean, this means like this is all cleared out and probably I imagine this is something I'm gonna have to do in like an upcoming act, so. Oh. Hello. Follow me. Did feel like that was short a few people. Good. Great. Now we're clear. Save. I think with our zombies collected, that big attack done, this is the perfect time to cut our first video. So let's do exactly that, and we'll see you back here in the next one. Until then.